Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We are here at Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay. We are just 4 days away from the opening night of HowlOScream 2019. I am super duper excited. We are here at the park a little bit close to closing time to check out some of the different scare zones and maybe some of the construction progress that we have from some of the HowlOScream elements that are going on inside the park. We might see a couple props out, some other Halloween type decorations, see what's new inside the park as they're getting ready for the opening night of HowlOScream this Friday. I'm super excited. Let's head on inside the park. Remember guys, tickets are starting at just $39.99, but be aware these prices won't last forever, so get your tickets now. So coming into the park, this area over here is more than likely where we are going to see our very first scare zone, which is called First Fear. Now, we have seen scare zones in this area in the past. As soon as you walk inside the park, you have seen scare zones here before. This is the description of the First Fear scare zone. The horrors of HowlOScream's haunted past are the first frights to greet you, rising from the dead and bringing 20 years of fear back to life. I'm super excited for this scare zone. There's going to be a bunch of different scare actors in this scare zone, all representing some of the different icons of the past and maybe a couple other recognizable faces from years past. I'm super excited. This is going to be a fantastic scare zone. And if you guys are looking for any and all merchandise related to HowlOScream, the Shop of Horrors is now open. We just posted a video on this. I'm going to put a link to that up here and down in the description below for you guys to look at. So after you first walk in the park over there, if you stick to your right and hang on down this way, this is the Zagora Cafe over here. You're going to walk down here, and right over here is going to be your very first haunted house. Ladies and gentlemen, right over here by the entrance to the park is going to be the entrance to Deathwater Bayou, Wrath of the Queen. By the way guys, if you're walking around the park and you see something that you think is HowlOScream related but you don't quite know, look for these signs located throughout the park. If you're in a scare zone or if you're near a house, then you'll see these signs that it's kind of like a warning sign, and it gives you the rules and everything of the house or the zone. And like I said in the last clip guys, we're walking a little bit farther down by the Moroccan Palace and we see this sign that signifies the start of the Dia de los Muertos scare zone. Let's take a look. I see some props. So they've drained the fountain here and they've put up different like ofrendas, you know, this is what you would see in typical Mexican culture. This is super interesting, and they have different photos here of different individuals. Each one has pictures of a different individual. I don't know if these are people in real life who have passed that are like associated with HowlOScream. Not entirely sure, but super interesting. And we're not quite done yet. We have different lighting over here. We have some wires over here, which I can only assume are going to be, you know, covered in these orange flowers. And then we have all these other different kinds of flowers up over here. And last year we had a giant skull over here that was like a photo op. I wonder if they're going to bring that back. Got some more props not far down the line this way. Really, really cool stuff. And what we saw last year in this scare zone were a bunch of different Mexican dancers, and they were just dancing around. So it's considered a scare zone, but it's also kind of a photo op, and it's kind of like a positive vibes scare zone. It's really, really interesting, and I really like it. We got our first HowlOScream food and beverage location over here, again right next to the Moroccan Palace Theater. And then look at this. Looks like we have a bit of a Instagram wall over here. Check this out, guys. How cool is this? Oh man, there are going to be a lot of people taking pictures in front of this wall. This is awesome. I like this idea. One of the coolest things about HowlOScream is that throughout the park they will have different dance areas set up, little dance party zones set up, and you'll see these DJ booths. They'll say HowlOScream, and they'll add a bunch more lights over here, and this will all just be a big party zone. And they'll more than likely have a couple fog machines over here as well, like they did last year. Super awesome. I really like this. This is something that really separates HowlOScream from other haunt events around Central Florida, and I really like it. By the way, this particular dance zone is right outside of Cheetah Hunt. Heading on down towards Cobra's Curse and Montu, we are going to have the entrance to our next haunted house, which is Insomnia. You see the little black sign over there. They haven't hung up the official sign yet for the haunted house, which was right over here last year. It was just kind of hanging there, but during the event you'll see all this just zigzag and full of stanchions and different barriers for the main queue for the haunted house. Super super awesome haunted house. You're going to be entering in right here, supposedly. If it's anything like it was last year, you're going to be coming in right over here, and you're going to be exiting out back that way, down by Cheetah Hunt. Nothing too much else going on as far as scare zones or anything HowlOScream related. They might have a random roaming horde over here like they did last year, but other than that, there isn't anything really too much else Horror Nights related back in that area. But during the event, you can ride Cobra's Curse and Montu. So walking just past Cheetah Hunt over here, and come back around, and I think I see the entrance to yet another scare zone. There's a total of 9 scare zones, guys. This is awesome. Ooh, yeah, look at this. This is the entrance to the scare zone called Deadly Toys. This scare zone has been here at HowlOScream in years past, and it is absolutely fantastic. It's super creepy. We're gonna have a lot of different like China doll-like characters and other different toys walking around. It's gonna be super interesting. Last year's scare zone was great. I'm super excited to see what they do in this new location. Oh, hey there, little fella. You were just out over here staring at me as I'm walking and filming. What are you doing? Hi. So, for this scare zone in particular, the Nairobi train station is going to be closed off during HowlOScream. No one's going to be allowed to walk through there. So you're going to be forced to walk through this way, and this is where the bulk of the scare zone is going to be. If you guys remember last year's HowlOScream video, you'll remember me seeing that there were some people in ghillie suits hiding in the bushes over here. So they have people dressed as bushes hiding around here all along this area. Looks like we have a couple props over here in the center and some other props over here. So check this out, guys. We have a crate set up with a stand. There might be a character here or maybe a prop. We have a curtain over here that looks like it's got some different toys on it, and if you look kind of closely, but a little bit demonic. The doll has no eyes, or no, yeah, definitely no eyes, and the teddy bears are a little bit angry. This is going to be awesome. So we can expect to see this curtain drawn out into the scare zone. Maybe a couple scare actors hiding behind the curtains, waiting to jump out at you. We have a giant freaking Jack-in-the-Box. I really hope that something jumps out of this thing and comes out every once in a while. That would be really cool. Not too sure if anything's going to be in this area. They might have a couple props to add in this area. Maybe not something that's going to be left out during the day. Maybe it might be rolled out in between park close and HowlOScream start. Might have a couple props over here. We have another stand right here, and we have a couple more Lego blocks over here, which I really hope we get to see some of the Deadly Toys playing with. They might be able to have free roam with this and just hang out in this area and build some creepy things. That would be really cool to see. And then we have a few more stands up over here for either some more props or some scare actors to hang out on. Oh guys, I just noticed this. Look at this little creepy train set. Oh, it's like leaning over. That's actually kind of creepy. Oh, that's weird. I love it. This is gonna be awesome. I know I'm gonna love the scare zone. Looks like we have another HowlOScream tent over here, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't think it's going to be a beverage or food location because it's out on the grass. It might be a photo opportunity or something, but look at this, guys. This is like a Busch Gardens logo that we haven't seen in quite a long time when they were doing the dark side of the gardens with all the different roses that had the eyes in them. That is super interesting. I cannot wait to see what this thing is. This is going to be really cool. Holy cow. Do they have the Busch Gardens thing on the other side too? I don't think so. Nope, they don't have it on the other side. It's just on this side. Now, I don't quite know if this is going to be a different scare zone. There's the photo op down there that we were looking at, but it looks like we have a couple more props out here. And I'm pretty sure that we're gonna have some scare actors hiding somewhere over here. Definitely in here because there's a boo hole right here for a scare actor to come out from. So definitely interested in seeing how they utilize this. This is gonna be really cool. Are there any more boo holes? There might be one on the other side. Nope, there's just that one boo hole. And that's probably where the actor goes inside. And right before you enter Pant Opia, we have the warning sign for Maniac Midway, which is a scare zone that takes place in all of Pant Opia. So no place in Pant Opia is safe from the scare zone. Looks like there's going to be a little bit of a photo up here. You can see some of the flashing lights that are going to be up top around the border of it. It's going to be super interesting. Can't wait to unveil this and see what it is. Actually, we can see a little bit behind the wall. It looks like there's a window there, or a little bit of a door. There might be a scare actor hiding behind this wall. You can kind of see through it right here. Ooh, that's gonna be interesting. At the moment, there doesn't appear to be anything creepy going on in Pant Opia. I know last year we had a couple props out here that were just kind of rolled out in the transition phase before the event started. So don't think we're gonna be seeing anything too much in the way of HowlOScream over here, but I know way back here by the entrance to Sand Serpent, we have the entrance to our newest haunted house for this year. So the entrance to this year's newest haunted house, called The Residence, is gonna be right here next to Sand Serpent. We have a what looks like a gazebo type thing, and we know that this house takes place in a suburban neighborhood home, so it makes total sense that we would see this kind of gazebo as part of the entrance to this haunted house. So you're gonna go right through here and you're gonna go right back there. In theory, you could ride the Sand Serpent right now and get a glimpse at the facade of this haunted house, but don't quite have time for that, so we're gonna be passing on that. But we will be here on Friday, so you will see the facade of this haunted house then. Coming out of Pant Opia over here, we have an entrance to yet another scare zone, which is gonna be Camp DOA. We can already see some of the props that are out and about. Can't see too much from inside over here, but coming out over here, you can see what looks to be a pickup truck in that scare zone. So we don't know if they're going to be bringing the pickup truck out over here beyond the entrance. Not quite sure yet, but I'm super excited. This was a fantastic scare zone last year. Definitely gave me a good scare that year. I'll put a link to that video up here in the corner so that you guys can see. Definitely a really good scare zone. One thing that really separates HowlOScream from other haunt events in Central Florida that I think is really, really cool is that they will do Crash Test Zombies, I think it's called, where they will have like monsters in these bumper cars with you. So you'll be able to ride the bumper cars, but there will be monsters or zombies in the other bumper cars that are trying to get you as well. Really, really cool. Something that I've done in years past, not last year unfortunately, so I don't have a video of that, but it's still something really, really cool to see. If you look it up, you'll find it. Awesome. So right over here by the entrance to the Sky Ride is the opposite entrance to Camp DOA, and it looks like we have a bus that's all covered up over here. I'm pretty sure that this is something that we're gonna see for HowlOScream based on some of the, you know, how rusted the bus looks, and I think we saw this bus here last year as well. Super cool. So Tigress is an absolute walk-on right now, and it's going right now. Next to Tigress is going to be the entrance to another haunted house, which is going to be the Black Spot Bloodshed. You're gonna be more than likely coming in right over here at the former load station for the Tidal Wave attraction, which is now occupied by Tigress. But yeah, the queue will bob and weave in and out over here. There'll be switchbacks in there, and then it'll circle back around, and you can see some of those rocks over there. The entrance to the main haunted house is going to be right back there, and you'll see like a pirate ship facade. And even before you enter the haunted house, there'll be a couple of scare actors that are going to be, hello, they're going to be a couple scare actors that are going to be located in those rocks as well. Really, really cool. I almost forgot to mention the Stanleyville Theater, right in between SheiKra and Tigress. We are going to have the main show for HowlOScream, which is Fiends. Again, I'll have a link to last year's video in the description below so you can more or less get an idea of what to expect from Fiends. It's a very raunchy show, definitely not recommended for kids because they make a lot of adult jokes in there and they use some adult language. So definitely not for kids, but still a very fun show for adults to watch during HowlOScream. Also guys, I'm sorry for not showing my face too much in this video. It's really, really hot. I'm really sweaty right now. I just don't feel all that hot right now, even though I am temperature wise really, really hot. I'm just not feeling so hot, so that's why I'm not really showing my face in that video too much. So check this out guys, just past the aviary, if you're walking by from SheiKra down back towards the front of the park, we have the entrance to a brand new scare zone for this year, which is called Little Nightmares. Hoo boy, this is gonna be a creepy one guys. So this is the description for the Little Nightmares scare zone that is located right here by Sesame Street. And take a creepy walk down memory lane to the bygone era of paper mache masks and homemade costumes, sure to stir up the nightmares of your childhood. So this is going to be really interesting. We can expect to see quite a few scare actors in this area dressed up as maybe trick-or-treaters. I'm sure they're going to be very childlike, so they're going to be shorter, a bit more innocent looking, but all kinds of demented. And take a look at some of the props that we have for this scare zone. Really, really cool. We got different doors here set up with different Halloween decorations for trick-or-treaters. So it's like a Halloween scare zone. They're gonna be like trick-or-treating around here. This is really nice. I wonder if they're gonna be some scare actors hiding behind some of these doors. And yeah, just so you know, Busch Gardens is right next to a major street, so you're gonna hear stuff like that every once in a while. But yeah, I wonder if there's gonna be scare actors hiding behind some of these doors. Looks like we have another bit of a camouflage camo curtain, so there might be some scare actors hiding behind some of these curtains in the scare zone. I'm sure there's gonna be quite a bit of fog around as well. It's gonna be super cool to see, and I'm really excited. Right here next to excursions is going to be the entrance to Motel Hell, another haunted house for this year's event. And this year it's Motel Hell Infestation. So within the next few days or so, we should be seeing a road sign over here that says Shelburne, I think, or something along those lines. But yeah, the entrance is gonna be right down that way over to Motel Hell. Really fun haunted house, one of my favorite haunted houses actually in years past, so I'm super excited to see what they do with it this year. So heading on down to Gwazi Field, this is where we are going to find Simon's Slaughterhouse at the very end, which is a haunted house from last year. And walking through, we're gonna have the meat market scare zone, and you can tell it's gonna be pretty meaty because just beyond the sign you can see a sign that says meat. So there's gonna be a lot of gore, a lot of guts, a lot of blood through this scare zone. Super excited. This is a fun scare zone to walk through. So right outside what is soon to be the future entrance to Iron Gwazi coming in 2020, we have the Hell on Wheels scare zone, which is going to occupy pretty much all of this space over here, mostly down that way by Zagora Cafe. Again, you can check out last year's video to see more or less what this scare zone had to offer. I'm hoping that they modify it this year, but again, if they don't change anything, I'm not going to complain because last year's scare zone was amazing. They can only plus this scare zone, and it was a fantastic zone. All right, guys, well, that is going to do it from us here at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay, getting a quick sneak peek at what we can expect for this year's HowlOScream 2019. God, I am super excited, and this year is going to be even better than ever. You guys want to know why? Because I have been given my very first ever media pass for HowlOScream. My first ever media pass for anything. Theme Park Express has been invited by Busch Gardens Tampa Bay to come and experience HowlOScream 2019 on the opening night. I have no words. Thank you guys so much. This opportunity was made available to me thanks to you guys. I am super thankful for all you guys have done. Thank you for everyone who's liked the videos, who's shared, everyone who's subscribed over the last few months. Thank you guys so much. This would not have been possible without you guys helping me out with this channel. So thank you guys so much. I cannot wait to come back out here on Friday to be a member of the media rolling with the big boys to cover HowlOScream 2019. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you guys are excited for HowlOScream 2019, please be sure to leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, ring that bell, get notified every time I upload another HowlOScream video like this in the future. We're going to be coming back to HowlOScream a lot this season. We're also going to be experiencing some of the other haunt events around Central Florida. I'm super excited to get to all of them. HowlOScream is definitely one of my favorite times of the year in Florida and in Central Florida. There's just so much going on. I hope you guys are excited. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video again. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, and evening, and I will see you guys in the next video.